Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and today I'm at Keens Steakhouse, which is apparently one of the most legendary steakhouses in all of New York. Now, Keens has been around since the 1800s, and I've eaten here once, many years ago. I had a steak, and I had a great time. But apparently, even though it's a steakhouse, the thing to get here is the mutton chop. Now, many of you may remember my video on the famous Peter Luger, which I was not impressed by, but in the comments, many of you suggested that I try Keens. So today, we're gonna find out if Keens is all it's cracked up to be. Let's go. Okay guys, I'm in the famous Keens Steakhouse. Now there's a lot of good items here, but I know what I want. I want to get the legendary mutton chop. So to those of you who don't know what mutton is, that's okay, because in the US, mutton isn't really commonly eaten, but mutton is basically an adult sheep, while lamb is like a baby or like a young sheep. So lamb is going to be more tender, but also less fatty, but mutton is going to be a little bit more fatty, a little bit more muscly. It's eaten very commonly in other parts of the world, especially places like India. So we're just going to get the mutton chop and let's see how it is. I do want to show you one cool thing about this place though, is that this place is just completely adorned with all these pipes from pretty much the past 150 years. Now, legend has it that Keens has been a favorite hangout spot for many, many famous people throughout history. Legend has it that Albert Einstein, Babe Ruth, Teddy Roosevelt, their pipes are all up here, so pretty cool. Maybe we'll have a UA Eats pipe up there someday. While we wait for our mutton chop though, I got some bread and I got a homemade ginger ale. So let's try both. All right, let's try the homemade ginger ale. To be honest, I don't really taste very strong ginger flavor. It's also not super sweet. There's a hint of ginger and a hint of carbonation, but it really could be more sweet and a little bit more carbonated. Oh, actually, I wonder if I have to stir it. All right, let's try it again. All right, that definitely helped. I think a lot of the ginger extract was at the bottom. Pretty refreshing, pretty good. I still think it could be a little bit more sweet, but to each their own. All right, next let's try the complimentary bread. All right, let's try the bread. And yes, I butter my bread this way, but it's because I only have one hand right now. That's really good. The bread is really freshly baked. You know it's good bread when you get a nice crunch like that. And the butter, it might look like normal butter, but you can tell this is cultured butter, maybe even made in-house, but possibly made out of house, but a good quality butter. Pretty good. But enough of that. Let's not fill up on bread. Let's wait for our mutton chop. Alright guys, the long wait is over. Actually, I don't even think it was a long wait. It was more like 10 minutes at most. But after 10 minutes, the mutton chop is here. Honestly, this is just an enormous hunk of meat. This is just a huge piece of mutton. Oh, with a little bit of grilled salad behind it. But this has got to be one of the biggest things I've seen in terms of meat in a steakhouse, outside of a steakhouse. Just one of the biggest meats I've ever seen. It comes with this mint jelly, which is kind of interesting. You know, Keens has been around for about 140 years, so mint jelly, it's really showing like the old-fashioned foods that were trendy 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago, so very interesting. Interesting to see how this is going to pair with the mutton. Let's not let this get cold. Let's eat. Bite number one. Ooh. Oh, wow. Let's take another bite. Just look at how fatty and juicy that mutton is. Oh, wow. Wow, guys, that is excellent. I'm surprised that Keens hasn't led like a revolution to start eating more mutton in the US. Because guys, this is just incredible. Usually in these vids, guys, I am just yapping the whole time with commentary. But I don't want to say anything more. I just want to keep eating. Oh, some pieces are a little bit chewier. The whole thing is tender, but some pieces are a little bit chewier. But in a way, that's almost a good thing. It really lets you chew that juicy meat, really relish those juices. But other pieces, like that piece that I just had. It was so tender, melted in your mouth. Got a nice crust as well on the mutton, so it's not like when you go to like your typical gyro carp and it's super dry and all like one color. Here they got a nice char on it, and it's juicy on the inside. I wish I had some better lighting to show you guys, but this is excellent. Actually, I completely forgot about this mint jelly. The server said that this goes specifically with the mutton chop, so let's see how this goes. Alright, this is a piece with mint jelly on it. Huh. The mint jelly is interesting. It kind of provides a bit of a contrast. Like the mint jelly is more sweet, a little bit tart, really, really good mint flavor. I'm not sure it's my favorite combination. Maybe try it. Maybe let me know if you've had it and if you liked it. To me, it's a little bit of an odd mishmash, but I see what they're going for. I will say though, it kind of resembles like a polyjuice potion from Harry Potter. Don't eat it on its own. Definitely pair it with the meat. If you eat it on its own, it's a little intense. Don't do that. Let me just wash the flavor out a little bit. But guys, to each their own on the mint jelly combination. I am perfectly happy eating this mutton chop as is. I don't think it needs anything else but the juices it was cooked in, the seasonings they put on it. This is all I need. Wow, that's awesome. Let's not forget about the vegetables. The meat's great, but I guess I need to eat my veggies. That's what my mom would want. Okay, I got me a leaf or two. Oh, that is not what I expected. It's a little sour, but I think that we're going for that. You know, it's really interesting. I don't commonly see stir-fried vegetables in Western restaurants. This is very much like a Chinese, Asian way of preparing stuff. The way I ate vegetables growing up was always fried in like a wok or a skillet by my mom. And honestly, if they had just thrown in some Asian ingredients, this would be just like a Chinese dish. But it's interesting. It does kind of offset like the big chunk of meat a little bit. I personally find it a little bit sour, but to each their own. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to take out as much of this behemoth of meat as I can. A behemoth. Sorry. Did my best. Wow guys, sorry to say, I think I'm throwing in the towel. I did my best, I knocked out about half of it, but yo guys, this thing is massive. I mean, I don't know if my video does it justice, but if you see it in person, you'll see this thing is huge. It's like 2/3 of the size of my head. So guys, I did my best. If you ever come to this place, Keens, I highly recommend you get it. Mutton chop here, it's the thing to get. One of the best meat dishes I've had in a long time. Simply excellent. And honestly, it is pricey. I think it was like $70-something, but guys, it's so big and it comes with some vegetables. You could come with a friend and share it and it would be well worth it. Plus, the atmosphere is really cool, really great. Cool to see all the pipes all over the ceiling. Definitely a cool spot. It's now time for me to render my verdict. You know, I went to Peter Luger and I was not really impressed with Peter Luger. Everyone in the comments said, try this place Keens. They said it's a legendary spot and you'll love it. And I gotta say guys, this place Keens, it lives up to the hype. Very, very good food in a great atmosphere. Huge portions, good bang for your buck. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they offer something called Taste of Mutton. So if you don't want to eat this huge T-Rex of a steak, their Taste of Mutton is 1/3 of this size for $28, which I think is pretty reasonable. So if you don't want to eat all this, you can eat a smaller piece, just letting you know. If I did want to list one downside, is that I felt like the service could have been a little bit better. Looking around the room, I kind of noticed that they were nicer to groups of people. I kind of came by myself, so I felt like I was a little bit deprioritized. But sadly, when it comes to solo dining, it kind of comes with the territory, so I'm a little used to it by now. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching my video, coming on this journey with me to find out if Keens is iconic or if it's overrated. We found out it's iconic. If you like my videos, make sure you like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. I am gonna do my best to knock out as much of this steak as I can. Until next time, I'll see you later.